Legal.com. Stephen A. Turner safely inside the Floor Concept Studios today, joined by Coach Vic Evans.
It is. I'm disappointed. Listen, I love Amber to death, but Amber, you failed.
She dropped the ball, yeah.
You absolutely failed us today because we could have got video of Stephen A. Turner digging his car out and acting like, He-Man out there, and we could have seen what it really looked like, and you completely and utterly failed us, Amber.
I think she knew how, upset I was today. Yeah, I'm not proud of my actions, as I was very upset.
Well, there's some cuss words being said as you were shoveling out your car.
I'm trying to do better in that category. I am doing a lot better in that category. Not today.
You failed today.
I failed the test, God. I mean, it is what it is. I failed.
Amber failed the test too, so there you go. Because we could have had video of Stephen A. Turner.
I was upset.
Shoveling.
I was upset, man. I tried to get. My thing was, if I don't get out today, am I going to get out? I mean, because it's like you look at those.
It's supposed to be like -5 tonight.
I mean, this stuff's not going anywhere. I mean, it's just not. It's just going to freeze. It's going to become more ice. And so I was like, I got to get it done today. And my car was already, we talked about this yesterday.
Yes,
foot off the curb, in the road, facing the wrong direction because I got hung up yesterday. I guess I've never had an issue with, and the people from up north are laughing at me right now, but I've never had an issue navigating snow with a two-wheel drive car before. I mean, I've driven in some pretty deep snow.
Well, I think this one, if you look at it though, this one was like 3 to 4 inches of snow with about an inch of half inch or inch of sleet on top of it, then snow on top of it, and then it's kind of frozen overnight.
Now it's frozen, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot. It's not your normal snow. I will say we had an adventure this morning across the street where our people across the street, there was some arrests being made, and they got thrown down in the snow, with no shoes on and the shorts. But don't fight the cops. Just make it really easy when you don't have any shoes on and shorts.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'd take the trip. I mean, go ahead and take me. I mean, at that point, man, goodness, it's terrible to be out. If you're out, be sure and stay safe. I know.
Please let your dogs in too, especially tonight.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. It's brutal. It's brutal temperatures, and I got hung up on the way here. I mean, I dug myself out. I took a shovel. I don't have a snow shovel. I don't know if it'd do me any good anyway, unless it was a metal snow shovel, because, I mean, plastic. I mean, that thing, I was picking up sheets of ice that were like 2 foot long. I gotta tossing them by the wayside.
I got to get with Briggins and see if he's buying in this conspiracy theory that this ice won't melt.
I mean,
have you seen that all over?
I don't know.
It's crazy.
I've seen
They're
it.
putting it under fire and it won't melt. Come on.
Some science involved. I have to get Bill Nye or something involved in that conversation. But I did dig myself out. But on the way here, I went to the stop sign. And here's the thing. I mean, I have a great admiration, because I did work in dispatch. I have a great admiration for the city road crew, and they've done a tremendous job on the main roads. I mean, once you get off my street, it's clear sailing. I mean, it's like, but you look around at these side roads, and I don't know. I know they're clear off the snow routes, but are they just done clearing roads at this point? I mean, it's almost Wednesday here, and we haven't.
I don't know.
Got any side road like today. Like, for example, like I get hung up. Thank goodness, Good Samaritans at the stop sign there all got out and pushed me out of the mess. Then I get over here, and it's clear sailing all the way till I get to Cromwell, and over here on this side by the gas station, it's a no go.
It's walked.
A no go. It's like 2.5 foot deep turning onto the street, and I knew if I turned in there, it was lights out. So then I'm like, I'm gonna go down to the next turn down here by where the
much better
the power thing is. Try to turn in there, and I just gunned it. I was like, I just wish for the best. I got to get to the station, and there's only 2 options. Yeah. So I gunned it. Here's the mistake. I should have went through the gas station because it's completely clear.
Yes. And then you kind of come straight over.
There's where the problem lies, is the end of the side streets. Mm-hmm. And if you don't have to get there, just avoid them. But I had no choice.
Yeah, you should have went to the gas station. And then some of that, too, is the plows, and it pushes over where the stop sign is on the side road.
But it would be helpful if you just turned on the side road and just continued to plow that.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
there's a lot of roads, though, that you have to get plowed.
Dude, you've had 3 days.
No.
I'm ignorant when it comes to this. Maybe they would say, hey, you can't plow straight ice. I don't have no clue, but and there is a lot of side roads.
I'll also say too, on the side roads, you end up with a lot of cars on the side of the road. A lot of people park in front of their houses.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. That's a good point.
That
again, there's probably
look at the streets that have been plowed.
Good reason for it.
Look at the streets that have been plowed. There's streets that you don't have anybody parking on the side of the street.
My thing is when is it gonna be better? I mean, you look at the weather.
Aren't they calling for like some more snow next week?
Look at the forecast. Like, when are the side streets going to be passable again? Like, you're looking at tomorrow high. I guess maybe Thursday it gets up to 30. That's going to be our best hope. But there's no sun. It's cloudy, right?
Okay, so you want some sun.
It was a little sun today where I shoveled out. It's completely, kind of like you see around the main roads. It's completely clear. But I mean, you're not looking for above freezing till early next week, and there's. When it gets above freezing, guess what? 65% chance of snow in the forecast.
No,
my thing is like, when is this going to? Amber was getting on to me, talking about her not video, and she was like, "You don't need to be. You're going to have a heart attack out there trying to do that." And I was like, "Yeah, but if I don't dig out, I mean, I'm not going to take weeks of vacation from work to sit in the house the whole week. I mean, I got to get to work."
Well, first of all, I mean,
because my work laptop broke on me, I can't work from home.
If you had done that and just decided, hey, I'm just going to by like Thursday, Amber would be like, "I don't care. I know it's midnight. Get out there and shovel because you're leaving tomorrow."
Yeah, I think her and Jackson went sledding today, so that was good. They got out. If anybody had a 4-wheel drive, it's easy. It's no big deal. But if you have a little tiny hybrid, the guy that stopped it, he was like, "Do you know if you turn your defrost on, it'll turn off the hybrid part, and then you can actually get full power, and we'll push you right out of here." Sure enough. It worked. He said, "I used to drive a Prius. I know these things." Mine's not quite a Prius; it's a Camry. But
wow, I didn't know that.
There's a little tip for you there.
I mean, you did, like I said, I haven't even tried to move my car, and I'm not going to because it's rear wheel drive.
Yeah,
you can forget
there's
that.
no chance.
Yeah, you can
Don
forget
will
that.
be here to get you.
Yeah, I'll just
a little later on. If you see me hung up out there, just
push him.
I got my shovel in the trunk just in case.
Why don't you put like a little cat litter in there with you too? That way you could throw some down.
Yeah, that's what Kristen told me when I came in.
Yeah,
there's plenty of that at the house.
Yeah,
you got cats everywhere.
Well, then throw some cat litter in there.
My house is a cat sanctuary of Owensboro. I mean,
I didn't even realize that.
I don't even like cats. I mean,
Rob came in today and I guess got hung up, and Kristen and Aaron went out and like dug him out.
That's what they said. Yeah.
I heard them telling you the story. There's nothing Kristen can't do anyway.
When darkness falls, we'll see if I can get home safely. That's the question right now. Can I make it back to my house safely? I'm going to stop and get a pizza on the way home.
Well, at least
now that everybody knows my life, we can start
here's the thing, though. At least if you don't make it home, you can sit in the car and eat pizza.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. At least I won't starve. I mean, you won't have to eat my home cooking that you've had the last couple of days. At least you get some Little Caesars pizza out of the deal.
There you go.
Download the Owensboro Radio app. Listen to this clown show anywhere in the world. Follow along social media. We're streaming out there today because I'm here. You can iTunes, whatever it is, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you consume your podcast. Get the audio. You can text us on the Green River Area Federal Credit Union text line, 270-903-0389. Did get a couple questions. It's a very serious topic, and we don't touch those here on Live at 5, but I'm going to answer it with a simple answer, and we'll just move on.
Okay.
Right? I've had two separate people ask me, like, how do you guys talk about sports and not focus on what's going on in our country with how bad things are? And what's a simple answer? I just trust God.
Yes.
I mean, that's it right there. And if you just want to sit around and be miserable all the time, you can watch the news, or you can come to Live at 5 for an hour and escape it and get really bad sports talk.
Here's my thought on this is you can get that information everhere's and anywhere. Whether it be CNN,
I'm not going to talk about that.
K-News.
You talk about me being ignorant on the street cleaning.
Well, here's one thing. Like, I'm not in the streets of wherever, whether, like now the big hubbub is Minnesota.
Yeah, we're not going to
So I'm not on there. So there doesn't, why would I have an opinion on it?
I got a lot of folks that I know that live up there, and, prayers to them for sure. That's the best thing I can do for you is trust God in the situation, and he'll take care of it as he sees fit. The more you put your trust in man, the more you're going to have failure. Yep. I just promise you on that. It's just
without a doubt.
There's really no, that's one analysis here on Live at 5 that I can guarantee you. So that's about all I can guarantee you. So we'll move on and talk a little bit of Kentucky basketball, which you'll hear right here on 102.7 The Game. 8 p.m. tip-off, I'm sure.
6:30.
6:30, so
6:30,
30 minutes after us.
6:30
get professionals.
pregame show.
to join us. And I love it, man. Tom Leach and Goose Gibbons do a tremendous job, and they'll have you covered. Big game tonight. I don't know what the crowd's going to look like down there. Nashville looks wild. I mean, with the ice. I mean,
Nashville, down south Nashville, like, I don't know if you've seen the pictures of Oxford, Mississippi. I mean, it is awful down there. Like, nobody with power. I did see where they, even like they were bringing them into the dorms to hang out, like just to get warm because they had, the dorms had power.
I know a lot of Kentucky fans have tickets to this, and good luck. I mean,
Nashville, and Nashville is such a beautiful town, especially certain areas down there that are just tremendous. And it's, you remember what the ice storm was in Owensboro back in the day. And but it ought to be a good basketball game. And this is one to be interesting to see because, like I said, it's a tough week for Kentucky. You got Ole Miss, or you got Vanderbilt tonight, then you go to Arkansas. Really need to find a way maybe to split these two. But
it's Kentucky.
I know.
Yeah, this is the same thing we do with Wesleyan, right? If they just go 2 out of 3. It's Kentucky. You got to win every game. Road, home, it don't matter. That's the standard.
Well, Vanderbilt's hadn't been playing well. They've lost 3 in a row.
They had until Saturday. Right. Yeah, they beat Mississippi State on Saturday.
That's not really a win.
Right. I mean, they haven't been playing well. Kentucky's been playing well. I think Kentucky goes and gets the win tonight.
I'd love to see it.
I mean, don't trust me, but
I would love to see it.
Bet on Vandy, but
we'll see. I mean, Vandy scores, and they score a lot, but Kentucky's been doing a good job defensively, holding people down. If this becomes a shootout, Kentucky's in a bit of trouble. If this becomes a half-court game and a possession-by-possession game, then Kentucky's got a good shot.
Yeah, defend. The guards can score for them. Tanner was 17 a game. Miles was 16, right at 17 a game by his own right. But Oweh's been playing a lot better. I mean, since you kind of had a little bit of a shift in the offense, he's right around 20. He is at 19 point something a game right now. And, for me, it's who steps up around him. You need Oweh to be that fixture. Right, but Jasper Johnson's starting to kind of get in the double figures.
Well, they got to hit
Moreno
shots.
is developed in
Kentucky.
Chandler
outside. This is not a great 3-point shooting team, but when Chandler knocks a few down and Johnson knocks a few down and Aberdeen knocks a few down, then it's a really good basketball team.
Aberdeen's been playing a lot better.
He has,
and that's a big deal. Him and Chandler. Williams gets hurt. That's
Chandler's the one that found his shot again. Like he's starting to stroke it again. And he is the best shooter and the best scorer. Like shooting scorer they have on the team. But tonight it comes down to if Kentucky knocks down shots, they win the basketball game.
Yeah, I mean this would be a huge road win. I mean, for where this team was sitting, 3 weeks ago, to where they are tonight with this opportunity. I think people, again, it's that instant,
Well, I mean, if I'd have asked you back on.
I had no hope. I mean, I sat right here and said it. I was like, looking at this basketball team, where do we turn?
Think about this, though. If I'd have sit back and asked you way back when they played on like September 14th or whenever it was somewhere in early November.
Yeah.
Week 5
of high school football season.
Where Louisville and Kentucky would be going into the end of January. After that game, and we all thought Louisville was a legit Final Four team.
Yeah.
Kentucky, we were really worried about it, didn't know if it'd make it to the tournament. And, I mean, it's completely flipped a switch where Kentucky's won 3 in a row. They're sitting at second in the SEC.
Yeah.
And Louisville's just not very good when they play good basketball teams.
I'm seeing the same things. It's so funny how it works. I mean, you talk about Pat Kelsey. I mean, they go from singing his praises to they're just burying the dude today. Like, they're putting out his record against top teams, kind of like you talk about with Pope. Like, we did the whole segment about and what we did with Cal, against top teams. The record just not where it needs to be.
Not only that, he's getting blown out more.
Hammered.
He's getting blown out at a bigger clip than what Kenny Payne did against top 10 teams.
Yeah, that is strange. I mean, you beat the teams you should beat, and you'll be fine if you're Louisville. But
because the ACC is not a very good basketball. This is not.
But they haven't really with the injuries. And
this is not like the ACC we grew up with, where it was a gauntlet of good basketball teams. The ACC is way down again, which is surprising.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, the ACC may be a better football conference than it is basketball conference right now. And then there you go.
It may be. I mean, Miami sure made a nice run, but Duke looked pretty darn good. I mean, Duke can play. Darn good.
It doesn't matter. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, if you watched them play last night, we had the game here on 102.7 last night, Arizona, BYU. I'm not sure everybody's just not playing for second. Arizona is really good.
Yeah.
I listened to a lot of that game.
Nebraska's right there with them, though.
And don't forget Gonzaga. I mean, Gonzaga has like one loss. It was like a 40-point loss to Michigan in that tournament. But Arizona's
much like the Detroit
really
Pistons
good.
conversation we had, I think Monday or Friday or whenever it was. I couldn't tell you
on
one
the
player.
NBA.
I couldn't tell you one player on Nebraska. So, there's that. But
hold on, Nebraska's coach can't tell you one player.
If you want to watch
Nebraska.
sports, that's the only option you got. I mean, unless you want to watch NBA or hockey, and that's kind of my go-to right now. Is I'm watching hockey over everything else.
Yeah,
I mean, the Wild are pretty good, and I watch a little bit of the Preds. And if I'm watching anything sports related outside of, I don't know what you've been watching. I kind of had a little bit of a snow TV, right? Because no one can leave the house.
Right.
I mean, you're playing F1 nonstop.
No, I do play that a lot, but I got a couple of shows I'm watching that I enjoy.
Oh, yeah. What is it? What you got?
The Hunting Party.
Okay.
I've
not heard of it.
It's I guess it's an NBC show, but I picked it up on Peacock because I saw, they're in season 2, and I was like, well, I'm not going to start episode 3 of season 2.
Yeah.
Got to go back to episode 1. Pretty good show. It was like the basis of the show is there's this big explosion and this thing buried out in Nebraska, or where I think it's Iowa or Nebraska, and it's a silo, and that's where all these serial killers that supposedly got the death penalty, they faked their death and put them in there and did studies on them and
oh boy,
and then the thing blew up and a bunch of them escaped. Oh. And so it's a party hunting these serial killers. Pretty good show. I like it.
That's an interesting premise.
Yeah.
I have been watching. Well, I watched Landman.
Yeah, I've seen like 5 episodes of Landman. I'm not completely caught up.
You need to finish that. Season 2 ended pretty good. The new Game of Thrones series is decent. The first 2 episodes are out.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's definitely a different take on Game. It's just in the Game of Thrones universe.
So they had Game of Thrones, and then you had the prequel that came out, House of the Dragon.
Yep.
Are they going to have another season of House of the Dragons?
Yeah, it comes out.
Over?
I think it comes out in the summer or maybe in the fall.
Because the last one was when
nothing really happened.
One of the dragons, one of the dragons died though. I do know that.
Yeah, it's Dance with Dragons. So that is spoiler alert. For those who hadn't.
Well, I mean, it's been out for over a year and a half.
Well, you just know, if you don't know the story of the dragons, they disappeared, right? I mean,
yes.
If you watch the original Game of Thrones, you know.
I don't know
that.
if I finished the second. Was there 2 seasons of House of Dragons? I don't know if I finished it because
there's 2.
Okay, I finished the first one because the end of the first one, the lady had the dragon and came into the wedding or whatever it was.
Well, they made it think that you're going to have some big war to start season 2, and then the war never happens. Like you watch the entire season and it never fired up. Right. So it's like maybe season 3 will get some actual.
And that's where you're talking
action.
About the dance.
There's literally been more action in episode 2 of Night of the Seven Kingdom. I think we got the entire season of House of the Dragon.
I'll have to check that one out. Is
it's
this
more
a prequel?
lighthearted?
Is it a prequel or is
it prequel? It's in between the 2.
Okay.
It's in between the 2, so it's between House of the Dragon and before Game of Thrones.
Gotcha.
Starts.
So it's like the original 3 set of Star Wars. It's in between the first one. You're kind of going backwards again.
I don't know if you remember the guy from the wall, Master Aemond, right? The old man that kind of mentors Jon Snow or whatever. It's his brother that is the kid in the show.
Okay.
And he's a real little kid, so that kind of gives you a timeline.
Gotcha.
Anyway, you can watch. I don't know where I just thought maybe everybody's stuck in the house. Me and Amber have been really struggling. We watched like 7 hours of 90 Day Fiance yesterday.
Listen, on average, on a whole, TV's not good.
It's not very good.
No.
I mean, I'm watching that as junk. It's junk. I mean,
I went back and watched, and I have watched the first 3 seasons of Elementary. Just because it's a great show. I've seen them all. Yeah. I've seen every episode as many times I've seen every episode of Law and Order.
You ever seen Boardwalk Empire?
No.
Chris was asking me about it in the text. Matt's been pushing us to watch Boardwalk Empire forever. Does look like a great show, great cast. I just never did get into it. Might have to circle back to that. If you haven't figured out by now, it's a snow day episode
no sports going on.
Of Live at 5, and we do have a top 10.
We do
on the basketball side coming up. We'll give us away some Player of the Weeks, but I had to get all this out of my system. I will say I'm watching the race for the seat, which only like complete auto racing nerds like me would really get into it. But it's the Ultimate Fighter. But these guys are actually racing for a truck seat this season.
Yeah, I mean, it reminds me a little bit. Remember they had that one where there was the golf show where you got a tour card into you got a tour card, and not to the PGA, but to the Corn Ferry Tour or whatever it is. And they had these things. I'm assuming they're going to have like challenges and things you have to do.
Well, mostly it's all racing on this. I mean, they've raced the first week. They raced the little throwback cars. This week they raced go-karts, and they race them on road courses and on. It's a lot of the late model guys that I follow from the Cars Tour. mixed in with some modified guys, and they're racing for a real seat. I mean, this Dodge Ram truck, Colleague Racing. So it's a good time. It's on YouTube. The whole thing is
I'll
out there
have to check
on
it
YouTube.
out. I have been watching a lot of Sky Sports just for the fact that F1 cars are practicing right now.
Oh, man.
No, but I mean, you got the whole new car. Like, everything's new this year, and you got Cadillac coming in. It's pretty cool, and it's amazing how they go and they got 5 days, Monday through Friday. You can run. The teams can only run 3 of the 5.
Yeah.
And this is the first time they're getting to put their new car they've been building.
Cadillac is interesting. They don't look like Cadillacs, though.
No, but I mean, the thing about it is, though, like this year you got new cars with new aero, you got new engines. Everything is new. Like it's kind of cool to get some reports out on it, and then they're not right now. Nothing's timed, even though you can get some times. They're all unofficial times. But I'm curious to see how Cadillac does being the first fully American team.
Should be fun, man. Should be for you. Should be fun for you.
I'm looking forward to it.
And oh man, I'm having a Kevin Cablin over there at Owensboro Catholic, the 2 F1 fans that we have in Owensboro. But in my spare time, outside of when I actually am focused on podcasts, and I can sit and watch the Live Free podcast with Josh Howerton, about Pursuit with James Griffin, Deepin with Joby Martin. Circles all the way back to what I started with, Trust God. Now, those are good tools and great conversations to listen to. I thought I'd promote those a little bit. They're great. They are tremendous. Especially,
didn't I send you a video one? You're
that's
like,
Howerton.
I listen to this podcast.
Some people,
all the time.
he may turn some people off. He's a little bit polarizing, make no mistake. But James Griffin is my favorite. Pursuit and Joby Martin. Everybody probably knows him by now. He's really blowed up on the scene. But
got to read more too. You doing any reading?
I read the Bible every day.
Okay, I mean, you don't read any books though. That is a great book. But I mean, you don't enjoy sitting down.
I try to read Tex Murphy, but I don't have a lot of time, man. I mean, between watching 7 hours of 90 Day Fiance, reading the Bible, there's not much else to really do.
That's true. 90 Day Fiance. I don't know about that show.
Oh, dude, it's like a train wreck, and you just can't look away.
Well, I mean,
it's so bad. Like, it's so bad. But it's a guilty pleasure. What can I say?
Oh, there's shows like that out there. I mean,
yesterday, I mean, we followed up like it was. There's one that comes on Sundays and one that comes on Mondays, and we watched them all. We watched the whole deal yesterday, and me and Amber were sitting there, and I was like, we've been watching this for like 6 hours.
Ain't that the show where you meet
our
somebody and you got to get
rotted.
married in 90 days? Isn't that what the premise of the show?
Yeah, but these people, man, it's entertainment. What can I say?
There's always somebody out there that makes you feel better about yourself, and that's what that is.
Yeah, Chris chimed in. He's read like 6 books, and he started a book. I started a book in like the spring,
the 3rd grade.
I still just now finished it, and Chris finished it in like 2 weeks. And so I'm not much of a reader. I'm not smart enough.
That's one reason I always loved the show Shameless, because no matter how bad my life was, they always made me feel good about myself.
100%. That's 90 Day Fiance.
Okay.
I don't understand why people need to leave the country to find their soulmate. Like, I mean, there's like a lot of fish in the pond in the U.S., right? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It is what it is. To each their own. How about that? Just live and let live.
Whatever you decide to find it.
Oh, boy, man. Well, that was a great first segment, guys. We're off to a tremendous start. We're going to take a pause for Karen Gross, realtor with RE/MAX Professional Realty Group. Your dream is her mission. Give her a call at 270-315-9810 or find her at KarenGross.net. It's live at 5, 1027 The Game.
What distinguishes Foreman Watson Houltry from many other law firms? It's the pride we take in the communities we serve, stemming from the deep roots our attorneys have in this region. We view giving back to our hometowns as an obligation, not an option. Foreman Watson Houltry, dedicated to you, committed to justice, FWHlegal.com.
On 54. They'll be winning, picking, and grinning.
All in one place. New Chevy Trax, $23,495 or $299 a month.
And with non-commissioned product specialists.
There's no fiddling around. New Silverado Crew Cab, $39,990 or $499 a month. DonMoreChevy.com. Scan the code.
hit perfect every time. Their food truck and catering can bring the flavor straight to you. And here's a thank you to our hometown heroes. With valid ID, veterans, police, firefighters, and EMS get a free drink with a purchase at the food truck. See where they're serving next, shop the sauce, and book your event at VanHattensBarbecue.com. And follow Van Hatten's Pitmaster Barbecue Sauce on Facebook. Van Hatten's, where flavor wins.
Looking for a financial partner you can trust? Look no further than Green River Area Federal Credit Union. Whether you're saving for the future, buying a new home, or need a loan, we've got you covered with competitive rates and personalized service. Join the community that cares about your financial well-being. Visit Green River Area Federal Credit Union at one of our 3 locations in Henderson, Greenville, or Owensboro and experience the difference today. Your money, your future, your credit union. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you dreaming of a home makeover? Step into Floor Concepts in Owensboro, Kentucky, where every floor tells a story. With over 40 years of experience, Floor Concepts offers personalized solutions. From cozy carpets to elegant hardwoods, our pros don't just sell floors. We bring your vision to life. Whether it's a little update or a major makeover, your satisfaction is our floor plan. Visit Floor Concepts today, because when it comes to your home, we're with you every step of the way.
Living life at a healthy weight can be challenging, but Owensboro Health's weight management team has the resources to help. Whether you are looking for nutrition counseling and fitness training at the health park, or clinically supervised weight loss medications or weight loss surgery with our bariatric surgeon, you'll find the support you need to maintain a healthy weight and live a healthier, happier life. Learn more at owensborohealth.org/livewell.
The best football teams always get the call right, and you need to make the right call before you excavate. If you don't and you damage a natural gas line, the Kentucky Public Service Commission will investigate, and you could be fined up to $1,250. So make the right call. Put safety first. Call 811 before you dig. Touchdown! Oh my goodness! This message brought to you by the Kentucky Public Service Commission.
Let's get back to Live at 5 with Steve and Coach on 1027 The Game.
It's Live at 5, brought to you by Foreman Watson Holtry, FWHlegal.com. Stephen A. Turner, Vic Evans here in the Floor Concept Studios. Time to get down to business. We messed around for 20 minutes, and now it's time to get to business. Do want to let everybody know on a slow day here today, how about the 4th Annual Walter Estes Umpire Clinic presented by Independence Bank? Comes up over at Lourdes Gym on Sunday, March the 1st. You still got plenty of time to register. It's from 2 to 5. It's absolutely free, and it's a great place. You're going to have a ton of veteran umpires. It's a great job for students to get out and learn the game and get out there and umpire summer jobs. Maybe we'll circle back, or if you're just out there and interested in staying around the game, contact Paul Eachman, 270-993-5603.
I wonder if they give you training in case Ryan needs to get tased again.
Maybe. They had that guy on KSR, didn't they?
No, they had the announcer.
I saw where Matt posted that.
I think it was the announcer that did it. Yeah, it was crazy, and I guess it makes sense because I was like, how casual he was. He said that the guy was a retired 29-year veteran of a state trooper.
Man, and he got tased?
No, the announcer. And so that's why he was just like, I got tased. I mean, no big deal.
Is what it is. Let's give away some Player of the Week.
Sounds like a plan.
Say so. How about we'll start with Tell City girls basketball. Cash Wagner, Lady Marksman of the Week, 10-10 on Tell City. And it's going to be Addison Coyle, 10 points, 6.6 rebounds there on the season. They got North Posey coming up a week from tonight. They're like everything is pretty much canceled until the weekend.
I think, am I right? Did I see where they got North Posey in the sectional draw too?
Yeah. And they already played them once, so you're going to really know your opponent.
There you go.
That sectional draw, and that's coming up because the North Posey next Tuesday's their last regular season game of this.
We got to remember
the girls start so early.
In Indiana, they started early, and their state championships like going on while our a regional tournament, or like maybe before that.
Weird.
I mean, I will say that, I saw where, the transfer, the Butler commit transfer to South Spencer played for the first time, last week and had a nice week.
Yeah.
That team's going to be scary come sectional time.
Be fun to watch them if we ever get to play basketball again.
That's true.
We'll see how it plays out. How about you Davis County girls, 17-2, haven't played in the game in a week, but they're scheduled to play Catholic on Friday. Huge weekend. They got Catholic Friday, McCracken on Saturday. Be a good weekend for the Lady Panthers. Our champion for Lady Panther Week, Riley Hayden, 13.5 points per game, 6.5 rebounds last week.
Had a great week last week. One of the best shooters in the state efficiently-wise. You look at three-point shooting, I think he was second in the region. If you were going to put out tomorrow field goal percentage, overall field goal percentage, she's in that top 10 too.
Hoping we can get those games in Friday.
I do too.
We're really hoping that Davis County Catholic boy-girl doubleheader
should be
a fun one. We're going to talk to Tabor Shadowing at Old Hickory about it. We just confirmed that tomorrow night.
6:30, come out.
As long as I'm not hung up somewhere on a side street. How about Breckenridge County Lady Tigers obviously playing really well this season, 13-6. And got a little winning streak going. North Bullitt, the Grimes had 21. John Harden, she had 20. Right there against Cloverport, our VFW 5381 Lady Tiger of the Week is Elizabeth Grimes. 17 points per game in those 3 wins. And it's a Breck Meade party on Friday. They host Meade County.
And Meade, like I said, Meade girls may be the surprise of the entire region. And that first game was actually very competitive that they played.
It's like a UFC fight when they get together.
I know.
It doesn't resemble – the only thing that really resembles basketball is the ball going through the hoop.
Yes.
We called the game.
We called that one with Peyton Bradley that one year, and it was physical, and it was up and down the floor, and the fans were great, and that was right.
Good environment too.
That was her junior year, like right before she hurt the knee.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'll move it over to another red-hot team. How about the Ohio County Lady Eagles, 10-9. They've won 6 out of the last 8. We highlighted it at the end of the show yesterday against Webster County on Friday. Our Hawkins Abney Lady Eagle of the Week, Celeste Jacomowitz, 30 points in that game against Webster County.
They went 2-1 last week. She averaged for the week 23.3 points per game and 8 rebounds. I mean, she's probably going to be a Canty Dairy Queen overall player of the week.
Yeah, that's it's a great week, and the Eagles are playing really well. They got Trinity on Saturday, and then a week from today is the big Muhlenberg matchup. If they win that, they're the number 1 seed.
Correct.
If they lose,
McLean.
And it'll be the McLean County Cougars who are sitting at 12-7, and they've really stabilized. They were kind of going on a little skid, but they've won 3 straight against Caldwell. They beat Owensboro, and then the big district win against Muhlenberg on Friday. Our Sacramento Deposit Bank Lady Cougar of the Week will be Anna Miller, 17 points, 3 rebounds in a 3-0 week, and they're supposed to host Hancock on Thursday.
Nah, that's not going to happen.
I don't think so.
I
think McLean's got the rule: if you don't go to school, you don't play, right?
I think
NTI.
Yeah, as long as you go NTI, I think you can still play.
Yeah.
Unless I know here in Owensboro you can. I know here in Owensboro, if you go to you can have an NTI day and play.
Yeah, and we'll see. I mean, you can work from home. You can go to school at home. And hopefully you can play basketball in the gym.
Most of your college players never actually step foot in class. They're taking all their classes online.
It's true. We don't encourage these young folks to try to stay home from school. Let's go to Hancock County, 8-11 on the season. Our Southwire Player of the Week is
Seth Hunt.
That's right. We're kind of kicking it around a little bit because we like to spread the love out. And Seth Hunt, the double-figure scorer for the Hornets this season.
Yeah, he's averaging 10 points, 6.8 rebounds, leads the team. I know Keegan Wilson had a big week. He was the winner just 2 weeks ago. And then, and Caroline Jones was the winner last week.
Yeah, they both had good games.
They both had great games of the games they played last week. So just trying to find and move it around a little bit.
They're set to host Valley and Francis Parker on the boys' side Friday, Saturday, 2 very winnable games for the Hornets if they can get those in with the weather. Owensboro has got 2 wins now, 2-13. Our Roads and Roads Devil of the Week.
It's a name you've heard before.
Yeah, I think he's won in football. DeMarcus Ganaway Jr., 18 points, 5 rebounds in the win over Hancock. And they're scheduled to be at Apollo in district play on Friday. This is a team that's playing better, though.
They are.
I mean, they got a lot of young pieces, and I think by come tournament time, it'll be a Devils team that'll be much better than what.
The problem is, come tournament time, they'll be better. But the problem is, you're probably looking at the 4 seed, and you're going to get maybe the best team in the state.
Right. I'm trying, Owensboro. I'm trying. But sometimes it's just not your year. Now if you can beat Apollo on Friday, or
if you get out of the 4 seed, then who knows?
Find a way to get out of the 4 spot, you have a shot. Trinity 14-10. What a season they're having! They've won 4 out of their last 5. They're 2-2 now in district play, getting a big district win this past Friday. Our Foreman Watson Holtry legal Raider of the week, Harrison Barnett, 14.5 points per game. 14 points and 5.6 rebounds. I can't read my own writing there on the season for Barnett. They host Edmonson County, and that's probably going to be your first round matchup.
No, it's going to be your first round matchup. That's already been decided.
Because Butler. It's going to be Butler Grayson on the boys' side.
And it'll be interesting. I mean, it's
they host them,
yep.
So. Yep. Get them at home and see what happens.
And I'm not sure where is the 12th district being played this year. Was it Trinity last year? Yeah, it was at Trinity last year. So I want to say it's probably at Butler.
I don't know. I can't tell you.
I think it's at Butler. I think in the last 3 years it's been Grayson, Edmondson, and Trinity. So I think it's Butler's turn to host the 12th.
I'm 60% sure the 9th's at Davis, and I'm 100% sure the 10th's at McLean.
I was thinking that the 9th. I thought it was at Davis too, but I'm just curious because there's a
COVID year kind of screwed everything up.
There's a Thursday game, the last game. Maybe that's a Saturday game. The last game for the Panthers regular season. They're playing Thomas More on February 28th, and that game's being played according to the schedule, it's being played at Jones Gym.
Oh. Get back.
So I was trying to figure out if there's something going on, or I don't know.
Well, if you look at KHSAA and the scheduling, the 9th, and there was another one. Maybe it may have been the 10th. There was 2 of them that didn't have one listed for this year. But if you go on the pattern that they've been on, then that should be the way it falls. But you know how that goes. You just can't expect anything. Let's move it to the Owensboro Health Top 10 now. Convolutedly, we'll get there. Number 10, it's the Muhlenberg County Mustangs this week, 12-8. And, they lost to McLean on Friday, but before that had won 4 of 5. Had been kind of stabilizing and playing well. They beat Caldwell County. You had Morris with 19, Coates and Groves both with 18 in that win. And then they got a really nice, comfortable win against a good Graves County team. Gavin Groves with 22 points in that one. And our Sacramento Deposit Bank Mustang of the week will be Cason Morris, 11.4 rebounds in a 1-1 week. They're scheduled to play Hoptown on Friday. If not for that McLean County loss, I think you probably vault them into the 7 spot here. I mean, they beat Catholic head-to-head. I think that loss kind of changed because I was thinking, oh, man, they haven't been playing well lately. And then when I looked into it, I mean, they really have been playing better after a little bit of a skid, won 4 out of 5. And like I say, that Graves County win's pretty good win.
It is, and you can't read too bad. I mean, McLean County style they play, it becomes a possession by possession game, and it's just about executing. And we're on the road there. Now, the problem is you're going to have to play McLean County in the district tournament now at McLean County, and you're going to get another. It'll be somewhere around 37-34. And be a possession by possession game. So we'll just see how that plays out. But yeah, I mean,
I think Brad painted the nail on the head. In those types of games, the first quarter is so important because if Muhlenberg jumped out on McLean, 12-2 or something,
12-4.
They can't run that pace. I mean, if you let them control the tempo, you're going to be in trouble. You let Coach Lynham dictate to you, it could be a long night. So, that's a game we'll break down for a month, I guess. But we already know it, and that gets you at number 10.
Well, I mean, let's just be honest. That's probably that and Edmonson Trinity are really the 2 best games of the boys' side in district tournament this year.
Yeah, we're grasping at straws.
The district tournament, your top teams in the district, other than those matchups, are going to be so one-sided.
Yeah.
I mean,
it would Catholic and Apollo will be good.
Right, yeah, that one will be good.
Yeah.
But a lot of those district games.
The middle games will be decent.
Right. Those 1-4 games where sometimes you'll get a 1-4 upset. I can't see a 1-4 upset this year at all.
Yeah, no, I don't see it. I don't see it in the crystal ball. Number 9 is McLean, who we just talked about. They're 13-7. They've also won 4 out of 5, including Muhlenberg on Friday. Groves led the way. Jalen Groves with 13.
He's had a big year.
Yeah, as the Camden Bears stepped forward against Crittenden, he had 17, and they are set to host Grayson County on Saturday. We'll see if they're able to get that game in on Saturday.
That would be such an interesting game to see because they say style make matchups. Can McLean keep that into like a 45 to 50 point range?
No. No.
Not unless they were just going to go full
Grayson
stall.
County has scorers.
Right.
I mean, Apollo did a good job of controlling the tempo, and they still got up in the 70s. I mean, it's just a team that scores. I mean, a lot.
No, I mean,
there are 5 scorers that they have. The top 5 could all drop 30 on you any given night.
Yep.
So you can shut 2 or 3 of them down, but good luck shutting all 5 of them down.
Well, no, the only way you're going to do that is hold the basketball.
Yeah, and let's not do that. I mean, you're not going to be able to after this year anyway. Let's move it to number 8.
It's one more year.
Oh, is it really?
Yes.
Oh, man. I mean, I thought I didn't want the shot clock, but I'm kind of – there's been some games where I'm like, all right, let's get the shot clock in.
I don't know. I would – in a perfect world, I would have the shot clock in the last 2 minutes of the game. 2 minutes of each half.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Like a 2-minute warning. Here's the shot clock.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. That's what I would do.
At the end of halves.
At the end of halves.
Yeah,
last 2 minutes.
I like
Maybe the last 3 minutes.
We can work on it. It don't matter because the rule's already set.
Yeah.
Let's move it to number 8, Edmonson County, 10-5. They've won 4 straight before that big loss to Grayson on Friday, which everyone has lost big to Grayson. They against Breckenridge County in the win there. They scored 90 points. Tyler Wilson had 32. Braden Wright had 21. They're at Trinity on Friday. And we just talked about that.
Keep an eye on that one.
I like Edmondson.
Yeah. I do too.
I think we'll see him at the Sports Center. That's my pick. Tyler Wilson's playing as good as anybody, man. 32 points, and when he's been healthy, it's been a difference. Some of those losses, those 10-5, they were without him. So
and I'll ask you when we get done with the top 10. I got a question for you.
All right, number 7's Owensboro Catholic. They're 11-7. They've lost 4 straight.
Struggling.
Really good competition.
Yes.
Though. I mean, Grayson County, Apollo, Kirkwood, Tennessee's really good. Caverna's. You're talking about 2 teams in the top 25 of the state. So there's no shame in this losing streak. They played Apollo really tough. Had a shot to win it at the end. But they're supposed to play Davis County on Friday. It'd be a tough one. Independence Bank Ace of the Week, though, Jermel Carruthers could help them. 17-7 against Caverna in a really, really tough matchup for them.
Yeah, Caverna was a great team, and it was a tough. And then I would love to have that game played again because I felt like Catholic, after the first quarter, settled in and played well. I thought they played sped up. I'm not going to say scared, but they just didn't go out and play well in the first quarter. And, it was 16-3 at the end of one, and it ended up being like a 14-point game overall. I would just love to see Cali gotten off to a better start or maybe settle into that all-A first round quicker. Yeah,
number 6 is Apollo. Just mentioned them. They're 13-5. Lost a couple games last week, tough ones. Grayson County, they played them well, though. Tate Powers led the way with 16 against North Hardin. They fell in the closing seconds. I think they lost by 3. Pretty good North Hardin team. Henning went for 17 and 16. Cruz had 17, and he's our hospice palliative care of Western Kentucky Eagle of the Week this week. 14-7 in those 2 games. Carlos Cruz is a problem with the ball in his hands.
He is.
And he can rebound the basketball, too.
Yeah, I mean, he's right
up there. Don't really need to get many rebounds with
Henning, he's like the second. I think he's like the second leading rebounder. Either him or Green are really close. I know you got Henning that, is already in double figures, but, I mean, he averaged 7 rebounds last week. I think the guys, his game expands more, becomes more of a problem come tournament time.
I completely agree. I mean, him and Henning both, I think, just seeing that, and not to – because Green will work in there, and Tate Powers is a really good player. Eli Williams is a good player. It's just those 2 right there, I think, could make everything else go, and everybody else would succeed with those 2 running the show. Apollo has Owensboro Friday, Glasgow on Saturday. We'll pause it right there, come back with the top 5. It's live at 5-1027 The Game.
Got a pizza craving? Come on down to Gino's Pizza in Livermore. Proudly owned by Matt and Carrie Huff. Enjoy mouthwatering pizzas made with the freshest ingredients. Come see us at 405 East 7th Street or give us a call, 270-278-5121. Gino's Pizza, your local pizza hotspot.
This is Robert Edge with Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. The new year means a new review of auto, home, and life insurance. Contact me, Robert Edge, with Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, 270-683-1715. Thank you.
I'm Gail Niehaus with Century 21 Prestige, delivering $1 million service at every price point. With trusted local market knowledge, I help you buy or sell with confidence. Visit GailNiehaus.com or call or text me at 270-316-7257.
Looking for quality tools, building supplies, and equipment for your next project? Visit Miller Building Supply, Seabury Hardware and Rental, or the Providence Home Center. Owned and operated by Opie and Leslie Parrish, they have a friendly staff with great selection and everything you need to make your next home improvement dream a reality.
Oh, cold and brisk on a night, the spirits scream with much delight. Ghostly Productions provides the fright. Get you ready for Halloween night.
This is Travis Holtry from Foreman Watson Holtry. We have been known as Owensboro's personal injury law firm for 15 years, and it all began when we became the one call for injury law. And in 15 years, that hasn't changed. Foreman Watson Holtry truly is your one call for injury law. Foreman Watson Holtry, dedicated to you, committed to justice. FWHlegal.com.
Hey, it's Johnny Calhoun of Calhoun's Barbershop. Come see us at 452 East 18th Street. We're here early, Monday through Friday, 7 to 5:30, Saturday, 7 to noon. And as always, we don't want to be everybody's barber. We just want to be your barber at Calhoun's Barbershop.
Transform your living space into your dream oasis with Southern Charm Remodeling. We bring Southern elegance to every project with attention to detail and commitment to high-quality results. From kitchen and bathroom remodeling to home additions, painting, outdoor living spaces, concrete, and roofing. Contact us now for a free consultation through Facebook. Call 270-903-0605 or visit SouthernCharmRemodelingKY.com. Southern Charm Remodeling, transforming spaces and inspiring hearts.
Local sports at its finest, live at 5 with Stephen A. Turner and Vic Evans on 102.7 The Game.
Live at 5, brought to you by Foreman Watson Holtry, FWHlegal.com. Stephen A. Turner, Vic Evans here in the Floor Concept Studios in FWH Legal. Working on getting the thing together. I know Travis is doing.
I talked to him. Before the snow came, I talked to him last week about getting him in here one day and talk about what he's doing. And we were he's like, hey, let's look at Monday or Tuesday. Let me know what. But then the snow happened, the Snowmageddon. And I was like, you know what? We'll wait a little later in the week or first of next week and get him in here. Cause
I'd like to get him in.
So, I want to get him in here. I don't want it to be on the phone because it's an interesting story. And plus, I mean, I don't know if you've seen pictures of him yet. I mean, all of a sudden, dude's cut like a mug.
Well, no wonder.
I know. He's out there
running like
Ironman
47 miles a day. I mean,
how long would it take if we started?
Miles to Miracles? Is that what?
Miles to Miracles. Yeah. I got to ask you a question. How long would it take if we started today? For you to train,
I'm not running
to do an Ironman, 3.5 mile swim, 26 mile run.
No, just bury me.
And 112 mile bike ride.
Spread my ashes somewhere. I mean, because that ain't happening. I just shoveled my driveway, Vic, and almost died. I mean, I had to take 3 breaks.
Yours would be
3 breaks.
Miles to grave. Is that what yours? We'd have to change yours.
I mean, there's no running. I mean, if I can get you a mile. I mean, you just go ahead and donate your life savings.
Come on, you've done like a 5K walk or anything like that.
Yeah, I could walk it. I mean, I could briskly walk.
Okay,
I'm not a runner. I've never been a runner, man. And I definitely ain't swimming. I mean, then isn't there a bike involved?
112 mile bike ride.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's the Ironman or whatever. It's 100 and something mile bike ride. I think it's 112.
We can make it 12 miles on a bike. I could probably do that.
Nah, your butt ain't sitting on one of those little chairs, on those little seats.
I did ride my bike a lot during COVID, believe it or not. I did walk a lot during COVID, but you don't want me running. But we'll get Travis in here. He's going to run for us. And then we can just, try to turn that into something good for the community. Look forward to having him in if something happens and the weather don't allow.
I just want to ask you, what made you come up with the dumb idea, decide one day, look in the mirror and go, I'm going to do an Ironman.
Yeah, he's raising money. That's the cool part.
But I'm just joking when I say that. But
right.
Do those Ironmen
if there was no raising money for charity involved, then I wonder the same thing. These people are nuts. There's somebody out there jogging on my way in today. Like what?
Here's my thing about runners. Okay, and I'm not. Listen, I'm a sports guy, but I've never been a runner. I was a catcher.
Yeah,
I was built like a catcher.
Can't run. That respect.
Anytime you either drive down the street or you go to like a cross-country event, okay? Like I can go to basketball games and players are smiling. I can go to baseball games and players are smiling. I've yet to see an ever runner with a smile on their face when they're out there running.
Well, maybe after they raise a medal when they're on the medal
usually
stand.
They're collapsing
That's
somewhere.
True. That's me. That's 100% me today, for sure.
Never seen him look happy.
Man, yeah, I don't know how we ended up there. Oh, Travis Holtry, that's how. Hopefully we can get him in. We'll talk about it. Let's get back into the Owensboro Health Top 10. We'll go to Ohio County. They're 15-3. Number 1 seed. Coach Briggins has got his team in the regional tournament.
They didn't even play a game. He was sitting there watching the game and got in the I wonder if he popped the cork and cut down the nets at McLean County after he
Let's cut the regular season nets down, guys. They beat Logan County. Holtzclaw had 15, Quisenberry 14. How about Suarez with 15 boards?
Suarez is a player
in that game. Of course, they fell to Davis County. Heard about that beyond the bench yesterday.
That line by Coach Barker is one of the best lines I've ever heard.
Pull the fire alarm.
Yeah, he's like.
As soon as he said it, it's like. Yep, that was Coach Barker. Definitely said that.
We try to 1-3-1. We press. We zone. We man-to-man. What, you got any ideas, Coach Barker? He goes, I don't know. Pull the fire alarm.
Yeah. It's about the only way you got a shot at the Panthers this year. They are supposed to be at Hoptown on Thursday. They host South Warren on Saturday for the Ohio County Eagles. At number 4, Heritage Hills are 12-4 on the season. Got a big win over Southridge last week, and they also beat Tecumseh in that game over Tecumseh. Pryor had 20. Tate Wetzel with 14. Trey Tyree with 12, and they've won 3 straight. Set the host Mater Day on Friday, South Spencer on Saturday. Looking at the record, that should be 2 wins.
I think so.
Get them to 6.
Sarah Hills kid is really good.
Yeah, they are good. They should be 14-4, but we come back on the air next week. Sectional, start to look at the sectional. I didn't see their draw.
Only the boys' draw hadn't happened yet. It was just the girls.
That's fair because you're having the tournament a lot sooner.
Yeah.
But you look at it, they're going to have a shot. I mean, they split with Booneville. They haven't played Bossy, who's having a little bit of a down year.
Mm-hmm.
Memorial's having a real down year. They beat Memorial head-to-head. They beat Mount Vernon head-to-head. Did lose to Evansville Central. Central's about so Central and Bossy are pretty comparable, but they'll have a shot.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
Well.
Without a doubt. And I will say I do love this, when you look at the way that's run over there, I do love that whole sectional tournament, but, it's just different. I like it.
The conferences
I like
and
it.
Sectionals.
Yes.
It is cool. I like that.
Yep.
I don't like the blind draws.
No.
I think your regular season win should mean something.
Yep.
But they do have – I like the same thing in football. The conferences and the tournament being a little different just adds a different flavor. I don't like the classes, though.
No, that's terrible.
Absolutely hate
That's terrible.
classes.
It destroyed Indiana high school, what was right there with Kentucky as being the best state championship. I mean, you'll never
Change Hoosier hysteria from
exactly right. You'll
being
never
on the hardwood
well,
to
that
the
and Kirk
gridiron.
Cignetti has now made it gridiron hysteria. So
100%.
there you go.
Greatest coach in Indiana history.
I will say
Kirk
big
Cignetti.
news is we re-signed our contract to be an IU affiliate. Like we would drop it the year after they won the national title.
Right.
Come on now.
Yeah, the tickets they send us are less and less, though. I mean,
we went from getting 20 to now getting 8.
20 sets to 8. 8 sets is pretty good.
No, we
or just 8 overall.
No. We
8
got
sets.
No. We got back in the day.
I knew we got 20
up until we got 20 tickets to every game.
Yeah.
Now we get 8.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
they did that last year. I'm assuming I think it stayed at 8. I haven't heard yet.
Hats off to Indiana. They're a good partner. How about Henderson County at number 3? I'll get it out eventually. 14-4. They've won 3 straight games. They beat Memorial. Martin was 17 in that one. The district went over Union County. They were led by Travis Little. But our Green River Area Federal Credit Union Colonel of the Week is going to be Zayden Martin. 13.5 points, 6 rebounds in the 2 wins last week. They're set to host Madisonville on Saturday are the Colonels. At number 2 is the team we already talked about, Grayson County, 15-4. They've won 12 straight, and they haven't lost since the King of the Bluegrass.
Nope. I really haven't played many close games since then.
No, they've just destroyed everyone in their path. Martis and Langdon led the way in the win over Apollo with 19 each. Then our Above All Roofing Grayson County Cougar of the Week, Jack Logston, dropped 30 on Edmonson County at 23-8 last week in the 2 wins. On average, they're at Butler County Friday, McLean Saturday. Don't see a loss on the schedule for a while for Grayson.
No, maybe until for
Davis,
for
right?
1 and 2, that they may neither one of them lose until they get to that game on a random.
I don't want to see snow again the rest of the year. When this is gone, get it out of here. But if it just wants to drop some random snow that day and then we don't play that game, I'd be cool with that.
Me too. I really don't want to see that game until the regional championship game.
Yeah, I don't want an exhibition. I want the.
Well, they're both going to be so vanilla. They're not going to be.
I don't know though, man. It is high level basketball.
But I was joking with Payne. He's like, you go in with the plan that we're going to be vanilla. We're just going to do this. He goes, once the game starts, you get about 4 minutes in. Now you want to compete and win the game.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you start throwing stuff out. But I don't need to see that game on what is it, like February 12th or whatever it is. I mean. It's the game
Davis
of the
County
week.
Gate would like to see it because they'll be sold out.
Oh, it will be.
Panther
Yeah.
Arena.
Well, I'm
It'll be
sure we're
sold
going
out.
to do live at 5 from there, lead right
that's
into
right,
that game.
Man, that'd be great. I'm looking forward to it already, even though I said I wanted it snowed out. I just need some good basketball. I mean, it just is what it is. Davis County's number 1 again. They're 18-3 on the season. Look at those 3 losses, though. Albuquerque Prep, Spire Academy, Ohio, St. Joseph, California. You got 2 of the 3 that are ranked in the top 25 in the country.
Yeah, USA Today. I mean, and they were very competitive in both of those.
In all of them, yeah. In every game, no Kentucky losses. They've won 7 straight, including Meade County. Moss dropped 26. Watkins with 20-16. Acton, 19-10.
Right, and here's what's surprising. Not surprising. This is what amazing. You talk about what against Meade County, what Watkins did, when he dropped like 20, what was it,
20-16?
Oh, yeah, and he held Shouse to 7.
Yeah.
Like, he does not get enough credit.
Yeah.
But go back and look. Like, I was looking at it, like, I saw that thing they put out. I think it was Next Level Recruit or whatever, was like, hey, here are the 6 Mr. Basketball candidates, and they had their stats up there. I saw it on Instagram. I don't know if you saw it. Spurlock is one. He's a very nice player. Go look at Spurlock. Like, Watkins completely handled him.
I think you're not going to get 2 Mr. Basketball candidates on the same team.
No. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying defensively he does not get enough credit.
Oh yeah, well,
and we talked
he went out
about
against Ohio, and defensively is one thing, but he scored 28 and pulled 13 boards.
Yes.
And Moss dropped 30 in that game. They're at Catholic on Friday at the Sports Center. Hope we can call it.
Moss dropped 30. I think took 10 shots or something like that. Stupid crazy.
Yeah, Moss is. He's a different level, man. He's on a different planet. A lot of those top 2 teams right there have dudes. Spencer Langdon, we don't hardly talk about the dude.
If he was on
in a normal year, if you took Spencer Langdon, plucked him out of 2025, 2026, dropped him into like 2019, Spencer Langdon's like the second or third player, top of the third region. This is just an odd, packed year for talent. I mean, the dude's, really good. And Jagger Martis has really come on strong for him. I mean, Acton's out here pulling double-doubles. No one's even paying any attention.
Well, he was our player of the week.
There's Batman, there's Robin, and I don't know who he is. But, I mean, I don't know.
I was going to say this. He was our player of the week a couple weeks ago. He went through the whole week and went 15 of 17 in their 3 games. He missed 2 shots.
There's just so many guys that are flying. That's you know what? Those are the guys that are going to make these games.
Yes.
Langdon and Brody
Acton
Armstrong.
And Randolph.
And yes, 100%. And Lamonte Ratcliffe. At the end of those games, you're going to say, man, if they didn't have Ratcliffe on Armstrong in that one possession, that's what it's going to be. You've seen it so many times. We're already hyping it up. That's what we got, man. 2 of the better teams in the state of Kentucky. We got them right here in the 3rd region. We're going to celebrate it.
Well, I mean, Davis County is ranked in the KSR poll. They're now 2 in the state.
How did Madison Central? Did Madison Central jump them?
They did a couple weeks ago, and then now in the media poll statewide, they're 4. I think Madison Central's 1 in both polls. So there you go. Even the media has them as number 1.
Well, I can tell you that they don't have any Kentucky losses, and they played some pretty good Kentucky teams. So I don't know. How about this weird stat? Bill Belichick, just saw it, 10 votes short of being a first ballot Hall of Famer. I mean, what? There shouldn't be a coach in the Hall of Fame that's ever a first ballot Hall of Famer if Bill Belichick's not. I get that he did what he did with Brady. Whatever. Bottom line is he still won a ton of Super Bowls.
He did win a ton of Super Bowls. He has a losing record without Brady.
Come on, man.
And maybe
a first ballot
Here's my
Hall
question.
of Famer.
Do you think the media punished him a little bit, 1, because he wouldn't talk to him, and 2, because of Jordan?
The media is good for nothing, so probably.
I mean, look what the media's done. Look what the baseball writers have done with the Hall of Fame voted in baseball. Yeah. They've made it an absolute joke.
10 votes short of a first ballot for Bill Belichick. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. I mean,
he's gone insane, but
just because of what he's happened to him the last handful of years doesn't mean he's not a first. Doesn't erase everything that he did before that.
Well, tell Kurt Schilling that.
Well, but he's not nearly as. I'm not getting into that argument because he deserves to be in there too. But Bill Belichick's a first ballot Hall of Fame.
I agree.
That's crazy.
That's
crazy.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Listen, anytime the media gets involved, okay, I'll give you a perfect example. Big Papi, Barry Bonds. They love Big Papi because he talks to him and he gets in with no problems asked. Barry Bonds in baseball, they hated him, don't like him. I mean, the one thing we do know is Big Papi failed 2 steroid tests.
The Football Hall of Fame's not a complete dumpster fire.
It's gotten pretty close.
It to baseball.
It's gotten pretty close.
Football is close. I mean, I can at least honor what they say. Baseball doesn't even exist to me.
No,
the Baseball Hall of Fame doesn't even exist to me anymore. How about?
But I'm saying when the media is involved in voting,
for sure,
personal things, and
when the media is involved in anything,
and you go into the press conference, and he's like, they ask him a question, and all he says is "on to Cleveland."
I'm a fan. I'm not
on to Cleveland.
Speaking of that, we need to figure out if we're going to do live at 5 from the NFL Combine. I got media access today. So I need to put us down. If it's going to be me, I'll go by myself. If not, we'll do live at 5 from there.
All right, give me the dates, and I'll look at it.
We got to talk
tomorrow.
to brand new Bills head coach Joe Brady. How about that? And then looks like they're after the Broncos lead assistant Jim Leonard to be the defensive coordinator. Like that combination?
I like it. I'm a Brady fan. I've always been a Joe Brady fan.
I thought they needed a departure from the current staff, but Joe Brady. I'm interested. If Josh Allen's on board and you get a real deal defensive coordinator, McDermott was pretty good defensively, but I think that would be a good hire for him.
Yeah, I don't mind the hire. I mean, wasn't now like just a couple jobs open? It looks like Cardinals have got their guy. They've interviewed a guy for like 3 times.
The one from Jacksonville, the defensive coordinator, Campanelli or whatever, he's gone back to Jacksonville.
Everybody's staying in Jacksonville.
Yeah, Liam Cohen's got it cooking down there.
He does. That's a great team coming up, man. It's a Super Bowl contender next year.
Yeah, Grant. Enjoy Grant while you can because he's going to be the Minnesota Vikings head coach in 27.
And then the Browns are still out there doing what the Browns do.
They are. Dable to Tennessee, like that.
Who's that?
Brian Dable to Tennessee.
Oh, they hired him over Kingsbury.
Yep.
I don't know much about Kingsbury.
We'll talk about it more tomorrow live at 5.
Live at 5 on 102.7 The Game. Special thanks to Foreman Watson Hultree for sponsoring the preceding broadcast.